What is up, guys? HD here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, where today we are going to build a couple of systems as well as finally get around to finishing off the colony. Now, I didn't realize I was doing research. I did completely forget. It's been a little while since I played. Oh, look at that food. Where did it all go? We were just on 16,000 calories and then it's back again. Okay, the food's back. Cool. We have magically disappearing food apparently, but okay. Alright, it has been a little while since I played like I just mentioned, but I remember what I was going to do, and I remember things going rather well. So what? Oh, the HVAC, that's right. Okay, so one of the things I need to work on is actually getting my temperature sorted. Oh, hello. We also got you. Yeah, I need to ranch you. I do have a rancher, though, don't I? I do have a rancher. Who's my rancher? Is it Whistledistle? It is Whistledistle. Okay, so I need to make sure I build a designated ranching area. Oh, Mr. Tippy Toes has a skill. Ooh, Mr. Tippy Toes! You could be a rocket piloter. That could be so cool. Command capsule usage. See, it's not warranted as of right now, so I'm actually going to not apply the skill point yet. Not yet. So that little icon will be there, but I don't want to use that just yet. And what I mean by when I say finish the colony, I mean build this outer perimeter, because obviously there's a lot of heat exchange going on, and I really want to make sure that all of my temperature and everything that I can control in that form could be great. In fact, will stay great. So I'm going to try my best to get that up and running and finished whilst trying to sort out some of the problems that are going on. So of course in the last episode we also managed to fill our water supply with heaps of water. We have so much water now, it's gonna last us a long time. Now, obviously some of the liquid, well, a lot of the liquid I should say, is going to this over here, but I do want to work on that because obviously we don't want to just use all of our clean, usable, awesome water. So that's one thing we are going to work on as well. I have a lot of plans for what I need to do today. Oh, look at that. 23.2 calories. Hey! That's what I like to see. See, we had a food shortage in the last episode. Not anymore. That's what I like to see. Okay, so one of the places I'm going to work on is over here. This is where I'm going to have my critter farm. Most importantly, we've already got a critter over here, but I need to move my Slickster lava over here. Now, these things are awesome once you get them contained. They can inhale carbon dioxide, which is a brilliant way of recycling it from the colony, but they excrete oil, which can be used a little bit further down the line, but it can be used in an awesome way. So we're going to be doing that. We are going to probably destroy the airflow tiles leading to the mess hall above it, only because we need to have a sealed and locked room that will literally only contain air that is carbonated. That's not right. Carbon dioxide, not carbonated air. What am I saying? Okay, they're all busy working away. Food is actually brilliant now because we have some that's almost ready to harvest up here, and we're sitting on quite a high amount of calories. Now, we're almost on downtime, so I'm going to select some research to do, as well as retry to do my polluted oxygen fix. See, the weasel warts are keeping this in check, but it is getting rather warm in here, and obviously that heat's going to disperse throughout the colony, so I need to work on containing that heat in a more efficient manner. Whoa, where's all this polluted oxygen coming from? Okay, guys, I need you to do this at a slightly higher priority, please. That would be great. That would really be great. I wonder if it's the Volpup that we have somewhere. Where is the... It's somewhere, I don't know where he is. When I next see him, I'll see if he excretes polluted oxygen, because if that's the case, that wouldn't be the best now, would it? But hopefully that's not the case, and it's just from this over here. I mean, we can fix it, it's not that big of a deal, but we just need to get on it. Right, what research shall we do next? I'm not actually too sure. Maybe something that involves wrangling a bit more, because I know cooks a wide variety of quality foods, duplicate or not, so this will help with the pet stuff, won't it? Because I can drop off food and stuff. What What about this? What's this? A juicer provides refreshment for duplicants on the break. Drinking juice increases duplicant morale. Well, morale is fine at the moment, so I'm actually going to go with gourmet meal preparation. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, we're nearing the end of Cycle 81. I've set them the task of building down here. Hopefully they'll get the whole corner done, which will be great. We've also got the task of replacing these with sandstone tiles rather than airflow. Now, obviously that does restrict a little bit of the airflow within the area, but this room here is going to be allocated to certain gas areas. So I'm going to build a system where we can deliver food without actually having to be near said creature, and then we can make sure they stay alive and have eggs and, you know, give birth to babies or whatever, so we can keep that particular creature alive, and then we can work about getting the gases out of the room and then pumping a specific type of gas that is required for that creature in the designated rooms. That makes sense? Probably not, but it's what we're doing, so let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to it indeed. Okay, they're already working on that, which is awesome. They're going to dig all that down, which does produce a bit of sand, but we can work on that. It's not a problem. They're going to mop that up, which is even better. That's going to push all the water this way. I know there'll be some unreachable copper, but we can come under there and get that at a later date. Everything's good. There is a lot of chlorine down here, but that's fine, because I will put a pump down here and a manual generator and everything, so everything will be good and dandy. How are we doing for coal, actually? 19 tons of coal! That's what I like to see. Can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that at all. Okay. And soon I will get a grill up and running, so we can actually have more nicer food than meal ice, because obviously that will help with their morale. Okay, we're already at the end of Cycle 82, which is kind of crazy, actually. We got here real quick, but I suppose that's because I've been busy. Food's still brilliant. Food's growing at an acceptable rate. We've got some sweep tasks ready to go. How are germs? Germs are good. There's a little bit present in here, which we can sort out at a later time. Need to disinfect those. That's completely normal. Everything else seems okay. What about heat? Oh, that was the wrong overlay. Yeah, heat's doing fine. There's a little bit of cold air around this because of the hydrogen. I might build another one of these systems at one point so we can have 2 intakes of hydrogen as well as 2 productions of oxygen, which will be pretty cool. But I need a more efficient electrical system before I do that, so that's what we're going to be working on there. Whoa, look at the size of this gourmet meal preparation machine. Jeez! How much power does that need? I didn't actually check. How much power does that need? It needs... Oh, it produces a lot of heat. Oh no, I don't like that. It produces a lot of heat. Haha! It produces a lot of heat. I might not build that straight away. Okay, so I've built a couple of deodorizers just to remove the polluted oxygen from the air. I might build 1 or 2 more up here, because it only uses sand, and I mean, sand's not that bad to come and get, because we have 83.3 tons of sand, so that's not something I have to worry about. This is still outside of a stable. How big is this room meant to be? Stable. 96 tiles. 200... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, just a little bit too big. Little bit too big. That's fine. I will do that, and that will greatly decrease the size of it. Yeah, we're going to wrangle it. We're going to have our own pork shell wrangled. How cool's that? Hey, we're wrangling it. Oh, we're tying him up. How cruel. So, oh, how do we move him? How do we move the pork shell to where I want him? Because we wrangled him, and I don't want to just leave him unwrangled. Oh, I feel cruel. Oh, dude, that's great and all that you did that, but don't do it there. He produced, you know, what he was meant to produce. He did some good old oil production stuff, but we didn't actually need that right there and right then. But we have some crude oil now, so I suppose that's pretty cool. Hey, they're moving the pork shell! Boom! There you go, pork shell buddy. I moved ya. Okay, so now I need to catch this. I can't wrangle it because it's an airborne critter, which means I need to actually work on plastic manufacturing, because in order to make a critter trap or a attracts 1 type of airborne critter single use. But will that catch it? Or will that just attract it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I guess we can test it out, can't we? Let's build one of those and see if it catches this bad boy. Because if it does, we'll move it straight down here, and then that can just produce oil all at once. That would be great. That really would be awesome. Okay, so we know that the morale's okay. We know that the pork shell or the critter drop-off point works perfectly. We just got a skill point. Was that you, Sleepy Deeps? I think it... Oh, we got loads of skill points. Alrighty then. Oh, you could be better at researching with astronomy. Actually, yes, you have enough morale to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. Cool. Right, Mr. Tippy Toe, you can stay there. You could be an even better doctor. That would be awesome, but we don't actually need a doctor, so I'm just going to get you to do improved carrying. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. How are things going? Things are going great. What are they up to? They're doing a bit of research, which is fine. Some of them are taking showers. Someone needs to... Oh, they are. Perfect. Putting coal in the generator. Awesome. That'll be good for now. I will work on power at one point, but of course I can't do that as of right now. That's going fine because they just took showers and stuff. Not a problem. That's doing there. How are germs? Germs are great. Sweet. Disinfect that. Disinfect that as well because I don't really know how that got that germy. Food's good. No germs and no stress. That's what I like to see. Okay, so this isn't working for that particular critter. But you know what? That's fine. We can just use a critter trap. We can use a critter trap when we get to the stage where we can make plastic. Now, one thing I do want is more access to weasel wart. But in order to do that, I don't want to have to come through all of this slime lung. So we will do that with... Yeah, that. We will deal with that at one point. But I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig across here and then dig down. Because there's no germs on the way there. And, I mean, it'll work pretty well. And then we'll have access to all this weasel wart and everything will be hunky-dory. So I am going to get them to build a ladder bridge across here. Like so. Can't do that because I need to dig up these. Not a problem. Dig up those. And then I am going to cancel that dig errand. And then I am going to build a ladder going all the way down. Straight through the chlorine and everything. It would help if I actually dug it straight down, wouldn't it? We'll get some coal on the way, which is awesome. That's always what I like to see. And then we'll dig all the way to there. I think that'll work quite nicely. Then we'll get a means of oxygen production down there, and we'll have access to a couple more weasel wart seeds, which will just be brilliant. Okay, so although I am building 2 critter ranching rooms, I suppose you could say, I'm actually going to move my oil dude, I don't know what to call him yet, over here. And I'm going to do that because I was going to make this a gas room anyway. So if I pump strictly carbon dioxide into this room, theoretically, he will produce all of the... Oh, excrete all the... yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by a number of things that went off, and I was about to go on a tangent, so I was like, nope, let's not do that, and just do what we need to do and focus on what we need to focus on. Okay, so I believe it's only 2 of them that are left without rooms at this point, so while they're on the errand of making their way back down to this ice biome down here. I don't know why I paused when I said icy, but I'm going to go up here and do... Well, I'm just going to make a couple more bedrooms, I think. I didn't even know there was an egg down here. We just have a Prince Pufflet. What do they do? I forgot. It seems a bit snobby. Oh, it's a Prince Pufflet. Yeah. Diet, polluted oxygen, chlorine, and oxygen. Excretion, slime, bleach, stone, and oxalite? 10%. Oh, I forgot it could produce oxalite. So if I fill this with a rune that only has polluted oxygen and chlorine in it, that could be really good for us. That could be really good for us. Okay, well, Mr. Tippy Toes should be on his way to get a new hat because we finally have the morale to give him a space helmet. He will... Oh, you've excreted oil. Okay. Didn't know you did that, but thanks. I've shortened the gap between here because eventually I'm going to close it off. I'm going to have another way to access down here, but I think for now it will be absolutely fine just so we can get down here and do good things, essentially. So we're completely avoiding all of the slime lung, which will be sorted at some point because I want access to this, of course, but for now, we'll just have to leave it as is. I know this episode's quick, like, you know, it's jumpy, it's all over the place and a lot's going on, but there's not really a lot for me to commentate over because I'm sort of just letting them do their thing. Because at this point, it's just a waiting game, getting the things ready for what I need them to do. So, yeah, there's a lot of waiting around, and I don't really think you're going to find that entertaining. So, hence why I'm not showing it. Well, good news is that the little bugger's producing plenty of oil, but I have nothing to do with it yet. So, yeah, there's going to be more here. Why are you on that? No, 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 no. I don't want you on that. No, 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 no. Yeah, do it if it's over, like, I don't know, 5%. There you go. Are they below 5%? Yeah, they are. Okay, fine. You know what? I might have to disable the generator just so it doesn't get used all the time, because otherwise nothing will get done. And that's not what I want. I want stuff to get done. That's the whole purpose of getting stuff done. Yeah. Of course. Hey, we're finally down here. Look at all this iron. Like a good bit of iron, I do. You've got to have plenty of iron. Oh, my pip's down here. Oh. That's where you went. I was curious. I didn't know where my pip went, and then I found it. Buddy bud. What's a buddy bud? Are leafy plants that have a positive effect on morale, much like a friend. Aww. Okay, so planting those in the bedrooms would be pretty good. I'm pretty sure, actually, now that I think about it, I saw a buddy bud. Yeah, I did up here. I just didn't know it was a buddy bud. Oh, okay, cool. Okay then, sure thing. Oh, there's even water up here. And phosphorite. Ooh. Lots of Dracos as well. That's kind of cool. Guys, I just had a thought. I know it will probably mess things up a little bit for now, but if I deconstruct these tiles here, if this guy gets curious and goes down here, I can reblock it off and we've moved him without having to wrangle him immediately. I know that doesn't, you know, get him to do what we need him to do, but it moves him from where he currently is, which would be ideal. So hopefully this works. Hopefully this works and he moves there fairly quickly, because if he doesn't, it means I don't have a way to get to, you know, the dining area. So hopefully he goes straight down there. That would be great. Go on, buddy. You slickster. Get on down there. Get on down there. You know you want to. You know you want to. You're just not doing it yet, are you? Well, what a fat load of good you are. Okay, we're at 1% stress. That's not too bad. Not going to complain about that. They need to mop. Of course they do. Because you're producing too much oil. Okay, so I've paused it because we're nearing the end of the cycle. Mr. Tippy Toes is a bit stressed because he didn't get his meal last night, so his morale's decreased, so his job's a bit too much for him. But you know what? That's fine. It will sort itself out in a moment. So I've made a start on turning this into the gas room that I initially wanted to turn it into. So what I've gone ahead and done, which is a bit weird, but it will work, is I've put a vent here, and eventually I'm going to have a pump that will just have a room that is constantly getting fed carbon dioxide. That will pump it into this area down here. The carbon dioxide will sink and then get taken in by this particular gas pump here. Then I've put a gas filter there. Now these do require power, but we can work on that at some point in the future. I don't really know what gas I'm going to filter yet, but obviously we might get other gases aside from... Oh, I could make it chlorine. That would be perfect. If I made it chlorine, I could send that over to where we're ranching the critters over here, which wouldn't be difficult to do at all. And I could send everything else. Oh yeah, that could work. That could work really well. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do there then. Okay, so to finish off cycle 89, they are building all of the pipes that I've set them to build. So we've made a start. We've made a start to the things that I want to do. I also got the opportunity to get more lava eggs, which I got 3 of, which I wasn't aware of. I thought I only got 1, but okay. Okay, so we're going to have plenty of creatures that can extrude crude oil. Yes, not crude oil, crude oil. Oh, God. I didn't know we had so many. Okay, well, I guess that's just the way it is, isn't it? And look at that, it's downtime. Well, we sorted out the food problem. That's always good. And we got a little... Well, we got plenty of oxygen. That's always good. It doesn't say insufficient oxygen anymore because it's not. Look at all that. And look at all this carbon dioxide down here. And look at all this chlorine down here. And this polluted stuff. It's all great. It's all great. Maybe I need a second filter. Yeah, maybe I need a second filter for polluted oxygen. Because if I'm going to put a pump down here, it's going to get all sorts of stuff. And I don't really want to put polluted oxygen back in here. I mean, I could, actually. But I'm only filtering out one thing. Unless I make the thing that I filter out different to what I put over into that room. Oh, I could build this differently. Yeah, I could build this differently. So, I wouldn't have to change much. Don't worry, I wouldn't have to change much. I would have to remove these. Actually, no, I'd only have to remove that one. Cancel the construction of those. And then I'll make this one go up, because this will be the filtered gas. And everything else will get put into this system over here. Yeah. That could work. That could work really well. So, before it becomes the next day... Oh, I mean, I've paused it, but... before it officially becomes the next day, we'll move this down here like that. So, everything that I don't filter out will come into this area here, which is fine, because most of what I'm going to get isn't going to be usable anyway. So, if I change the filter to this thing, it'll be different. Can I not select the gas filter? Thank you. Right. So, we will make it so it gets out normal oxygen. That could help. That could help a lot. That means everything else will go straight over to here, which is perfect. It's exactly what we need. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. And we'll actually have a second system on the go, which will be nice. That'd be very nice. Having a second system. You can't go wrong with that now, can ya? Just like that, it's cycle 90. I can't believe how quick these episodes go when you're actually doing stuff and staying busy. It's insane. They just go so quickly, but... Can I move the eggs? Wait, have I got an egg drop-off point? Before I end the episode, have I got an egg drop-off point? I've got incubators. I mean, that doesn't really count. Hang on, can I drop off eggs? Can I drop off eggs? Can I drop off eggs? Eggs. No. Sticks to lava, maybe? Maybe those ones? Will it let me drop those off? Yeah, okay, I don't know if they're going to let me drop that off. But you know what? I am out of time for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We are making some fantastic progress. But for now, I am going to leave that video here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!